Hey everybody, Joshua Robinson here with Channel 2 News. We're doing a new dish this week on Trick My Dish, new for me, new for everybody. I've never tried this dish before. We're doing apple and Gouda stuffed chicken. My friend Jenn Germano told me about this dish. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for welcoming us into your kitchen.
Thanks for coming.
Jen, tell me a little bit more just kind of about yourself.
I work at Supplemental Healthcare. I'm a division recruitment manager there, so kind of like a headhunter. I teach Zumba, which is awesome. Actually, I have something to go to later on today. I have a husband named Joe. He's awesome. Him and his daughter Alana. They're from Canada, our neighbors, but now they're here, so welcome them to Western New York.
There we go. Now, this is a new recipe to you, too,
yes,
right?
Absolutely. I made it one time. I mean, it just looked like naked chicken.
Naked chicken. We don't want naked chicken.
No naked chicken.
It's two separate dishes, right?
Yes, okay. It's just the stuffed chicken and then a hash, a sweet potato hash.
Okay.
But it's all on one pan. It was plain. The center, I mean, it tasted really good, but it needed something.
Okay, it needed that extra little...
Yeah, extra kick.
That's our goal today.
I do the potatoes first. I like to get that out of the way because it's tedious cutting the potatoes, getting that all together.
And we already got sliced cheese, so you don't have to cut the cheese.
Good. Little olive oil, garlic. I am huge on garlic. Okay. I want to be able to kill a vampire at any given moment.
So while you're finishing that up, okay, I'm gonna actually start cutting up the potatoes for my kind of trick that we're gonna do with the sweet potatoes specifically. Perfect. So I'm gonna take care of that right now. I'm going to mash mine. Yeah. So I'm gonna pop them in that pot.
I don't know why I didn't see that coming.
So real quick, mini trick. Why do you cut it with its rounded side like that?
I don't know.
Flip it over.
Is that weird?
We'll flip it over. How much easier is that?
Right?
See?
You're right.
That's
exactly what I told her.
Yeah.
For those of you who couldn't understand what just happened right now, when we flipped over the apple, Jen's husband Joe chimed in and said, "That's what I tell her all the time." We don't need to be getting into that and to Trick My Dish. I just wanted to make that point known real fast.
He thinks he tells me.
I like that you mentioned like a honeycrisp or a sweet kind of crisp apple. You already have sweet potatoes, and we have a lot of sweetness going.
Right.
Why not add some sour?
Right.
So I'm gonna go with Granny Smith apples. We're gonna try that a little bit. I'm gonna go really thin with mine.
That's skill, brother. That's skill. I can't cut
As soon as you said that, I started shaking. Did you see that?
So after that would just be slicing the chicken breasts. And I don't flatten them. There's no pounding them out, or we treat them with love and respect and just cut them right open.
You obviously didn't see my mallet that I have in the box to trick it out later. Oh, man.
Yeah, this would be a lot better with thinner apples.
Well, you say that now that you've seen it. Yeah, would you have thought that before? I mean, seriously, I kind of like the body that it gives to the middle of it like this. It's just different. If you're gonna have them kind of coming out of the chicken like that, if it was thin, they'd wilt a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Like I said, it almost looked like I over-seasoned it, but then when I ate it, I was like, okay, this could have used even more.
I'm telling you, this, really, this is one of those moments where we're gonna take what's like an A dish and take it up to an A+.
Yeah.
That on record.
All right.
We will get that on record. This one doesn't need my help.
Y'all heard it.
But we're gonna do it anyways.
Yeah, I know.
So we can just see right away that the peel is starting to come off. That means this is pretty much ready where I need it to be. I saw the chicken and the sweet potatoes as separate things. It's one pan, but what I wanna do is why not just make it one dish?
Right.
Just one, you get one bite with everything in it all at once. Perfect. Have you ever heard of chicken roulade?
Yes.
There we go. That's what we're going to do. Have you ever made a chicken roulade before?
No, I've never had.
Well, we're going to teach you how to do it.
Yeah.
I'm more interested in getting right down the middle, so it's going to be kind of messier. This is tough. This is not something that's easy to do. I would recommend, if it's your first time trying this, take your time, because if you slice through and you're like, oh, we cut right through the chicken, you're not going to be able to do the roll. Right. You can still see where the spine is kind of lined up, and it's still cutting right in half. You can still naturally spread it, no holes. Perfect. So
now you're going to beat it up.
Now I'm going to beat it up. You want it as spread out as you can. Cool.
No joke.
Right? Sometimes I'll use mushrooms, sometimes I'll use potatoes, something at the base of the chicken that's gonna be kind of soft and hold a lot of the things in place. You wanna try and keep it away from the edges. I would say a good like 1/2 inch of distance between each edge. This is why we wanted to do the thin apples, because we're gonna be rolling it up here. And then cheese. So let's roll this guy up. You're gonna wanna start with the edge that's kind of full. And you want it to be, what the sides here are the top and the bottom of the chicken breast already. Okay. Right, and then we're just gonna kind of roll it. You're just trying to pack it all in. Keep one hand moving the chicken and the other hand seasoning it so that you can keep going on all the sides. You don't have to keep washing your hands all the time. I use butcher's twine. I'm gonna go underneath and wrap just like a little knot. So I like to just kind of take my hand and do that. And you can wrap it underneath here.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Right? And then you can feed the thread through right there. See? Yes. Right? And you tighten it. Tighten it up. I'm gonna keep everything sealed up. Keep all those seals. Basically a log of chicken here. And then I like to go over. And we'll kind of wrap it back around here. I'll make one more knot. Hopefully this one will stay.
It is like the straitjacket of chickens.
Do it again with this guy. We'll need a pan on the stovetop.
You're gonna brown it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Gonna sear the edges. So we're gonna take the chicken. We're gonna go crease side down. And that's gonna sear up in the pan. So once we sear that, we're going to put it on a pan. I'm gonna slap it in the oven. There we go. Now, this is my big trick. This is a sauce that I absolutely love myself. It takes 3 ingredients: sugar, cumin, and some kind of liquid. Take the sugar, add a tiny little bit of water. You want it to look kind of like wet sand, then it will become caramel. It's gonna be very hard candy though, and if you touch this, you are going to burn yourself so bad. So
I don't want to cut nor burn myself.
Safety practices. This is the public service announcement for TrickMyDish. Do not make caramel sauce from scratch if you're not fully prepared. Keep your lid ready. You want to make sure none of it bubbles out. We're going to add just a little bit of milk first. Let it kind of go through that weird volatile stage, and if we need to add more, we can. But once you get through that, you'll have a really nice smooth caramel sauce with straight cumin.
Yeah.
It has a really nice kind of savory sweet combo. People will never be able to guess what the ingredients are. And it's so simple. See, I love that. I love the way that this looks.
I think having more paprika, I think that really helped it.
So not only did we trick it out and change it, but we tricked out your original one too. There we go. So it's nice and firm. Oh, the smell. The smell is unbelievable. So we're gonna cut this string off. And you'll see it still holds its shape. And the best part is, if you wanted something visual, look, there's everything right in there. So isn't that cool too?
I love it.
All right, under here, a little bit of the sauce right on top. So we have your style and my style pretty much ready to go. Let's just go ahead and dig right in.
I'm digging into yours first, for sure. Oh, the sauce.
Joe and Alana, they've been waiting patiently as we've been cooking all of this.
Yes. You first. And it's so tender. Let's give it to Joe to try the hot one.
Is it good? So while Joe and Alana are eating, I want to ask you, Jen, what's the biggest change?
The visual aspect of it. It just looks so much more elegant, actually, too, and more appealing. I wanted to dig right in when I saw it. To add the sauce, I think it totally did what was missing.
Well, with that being said, I think we're just going to let everybody eat, and with that we can also say, now this stuffed chicken recipe has officially been tricked.